Madison, Wisconsin, go!
Hey, Wiggly. Thanks for having me on the show.
On the line, Eric Alexander. Now I'm going to call you. I'm going to do a little bit. I'm going to call you Eric Alex. Eric Alex.
The man with two first names.
It's really your name, but then it's sort of like the Curly Joe. When Curly Joe came into the scene as Stooges, he was filling in for Curly and Joe. So now you're sort of like a Eric and an Alexander.
There you go.
And an Alex, I mean. There was no Alexander. Aztec Alex. I got to get in touch with that guy. But anyway, that's beside the point. Eric Alex. Go! What do we got from you this fine day?
Well, lately I've been playing a couple of games. They're both licensed games.
Okay.
One of them is John Woo's Stranglehold.
Well, now this game, I really wanted it. When I heard about this, I was like, John Woo, this is going to be great. You're going to hit the slow motion button and doves are going to be flying out of your controller. So I cannot wait to hear about this review.
Well, this is a really good game. If you ever played any of the Max Payne games from a generation ago,
sure,
Rockstar put out, it controls a lot like that. It's a third-person shooter. You move around with the left stick. I was playing this on the 360, so you use the left stick to move around. You shoot with the right trigger, and you jump and slow down time with the left trigger.
So you do slow down time, and that's perfect for a Woo movie.
It is. It is. I mean, that's where Max Payne came up with that mechanic, was by watching these old John Woo movies.
It comes full circle.
It does.
And, of course, the great Max Payne games based on the movie do the same.
I think it's the other way around.
Yeah, and I heard that the Max Payne has nothing to do with bullet time or anything else. But that's another story for another topic.
Yeah.
And it's a topic for another story.
Well, yeah, I could see that.
And what else? So what else happens in Stranglehold? You're evidently chewing the fat.
Well, yes, you get to play as Chow Yun-Fat.
Okay.
And the storyline, it's a sequel to Hard Boiled.
Oh, wow!
It doesn't really have anything to do with the events in Hard Boiled, but
a baby doesn't pee on you.
No baby pee. It was sort of a disappointment. But you do play as Tequila from that.
Okay.
From that movie. And it's like a typical cop story. There's a dead cop, and one man has to go undercover and find everything.
Okay.
So you basically maraud your way through the Hong Kong underworld and kill, I don't know, hundreds of people on your way to find the guy that killed this cop. And there's a few twists and turns. The storyline's pretty, it's decent. It's nothing to write home about, I wouldn't say.
Right.
But the voice acting, you got Chow Yun-Fat as himself.
Wow.
As Tequila. And it's in English. So he's got his own voice work. It's pretty cool.
Good.
And this game is just a blast to play.
And you can probably find it cheap.
Yes. That's another good thing. It came out in 2007, I think. So it's a couple of years old now. I think I've seen it at Best Buy for less than $20.
So now's the time to revisit that. If you passed on it the first time, thinking it wasn't couldn't cut the mustard.
I saw a lot of people complaining it was a big ripoff of Max Payne. One of the big strengths, one of the things that people will love about this Stranglehold game, is the ridiculous amount of environmental destruction you get going in it. One of my favorite levels is the second level. You go to a shanty town, and you're blowing up drug labs in a shanty town. Everything is destructible. The frames of the buildings aren't, but everything else, you shoot it, it falls over, it leaves debris everywhere. You blow up a drug lab, and the whole building goes up.
Wow.
And it's just a giant mess.
There's another level where
it is extremely satisfying. There's another level where you're in a big casino, and you just wreck the joint. And it's gaming perfection on that level.
Wow. Now,
it's just great.
I need to ask you, can you slide and shoot? Like slide on your side and still be shooting both hands? Gangster
Oh, yeah,
style.
definitely.
Oh.
So the left trigger is basically your dive to the side button. If you put the crosshair on an enemy while you're diving to the side, the game kind of goes into a sepia tone and slows the action down.
Okay.
And that lets you get more precision aiming going on.
Well, I'm all about, last year's games and 2 years ago's games, so I'm definitely going to have to pick this back up. I'm gonna have to look at Wiggly's Mini Mall and see if I got anything on there.
I bet it's on there.
Yes, sir.
The other thing that's really cool about this game is the special powers. This is what kind of sets it apart from Max Payne.
Okay.
In Max Payne, your special power was that you could slow down time. In this one, you've got some other ones, too. You build up a meter in the lower left of the screen called your tequila juice or something like that. And you get 3 different powers, plus you can heal yourself with the juice if you want to.
Oh, I see.
One of them is you get to do a precision shot, which is a lot of fun. It stops time, and your view goes way to the other, like all the way to the end of your vision, and blows everything way up. And then you put the crosshair where you want the bullet to go, and you pull the trigger, and then you get the bullet camera that follows the bullet all the way over to your enemy.
Great.
And they have a bunch of different reactions. If you shoot him in the head, he'll catch it in his mouth and clutch his mouth. It gets kind of gory, but it's really fun. The second power is called the Barrage. When you trigger this power, game cuts way back. You see your character Tequila from the front. He's kind of gritting his teeth and loading his gun. So if you're using your shotgun, you see him loading shells into the shotgun. Then it cuts back to your third-person view, and all of a sudden your gun has become this death cannon. So with the shotgun, especially, the shotgun is just brilliant in this game. With the shotgun, you destroy the entire area when you trigger this power. It's just great.
I'm sure we're going to get a lot of letters next month about people that picked this up, and hopefully we'll hear what they think about it.
Oh, it's very good. I highly recommend that to everybody.